here's olfactory nerve. Where is the olfactory? Here. You see, but I do not mark from this specimen, but I show you. This one is olfactory nerve, and here you have the optic nerve. Yes, so this one is the optic nerve, and this one is optic chiasm. So where I mark, yes,
Can you say
when I mark like this, yes, is an optic chiasm. This is the optic nerve, and here you have the optic canal. Yes, this one is the artery. Which artery? You remember the internal carotid artery. Yes, and here this artery gives off the anterior cerebral artery. But this artery now we do not mark, of course, during the neurovascular system. And the next one is
oculomotor.
oculomotor. From this specimen, where is the oculomotor nerve? Here. This one. I mark like this because if you look here from the posterior aspect, you see this nerve is a position from which collicus? Superior collicus. So this is the nucleus position of oculomotor nerve from this projection. From these projections, you see here the oculomotor nerve. And the oculomotor nerve is possible marked where it goes through the cavernous sinus. So the three different aspect. Oh, and here is the oculomotor. Here is oculomotor nerve. Yeah. Okay. And the next is the trochlear.
Yeah.
Yes. So the trochlear nerves go here, and this is the position and the nerve. Trochlear. Now you see here the trochlear nerve. The trochlear nerve from this specimen is not visible, but here, yes, I try to show you. Here's this projection I used during the marked trochlear nerve. Where is the trochlear nerve? From the inferior collicus position. So now it's visible, you see?
Yeah.
So this is the trochlear nerve here. It's small, but it's possible to mark. You see? Yeah, this one. Trochlear nerve. This nerve has how many fibers, neural fibers? 2,000, so it's important. And innervate how many muscles? Only one, but of course the rectus oblique muscle. Yes, 2,000 fibers, neural. This nerve has. So the next one is the abducens nerve. Abducens, yes?
Yeah.
And the abducens nerve has 3,000 fibers.
Is that important for the work?
And yes, of course,
Yeah.
you must know which nerve has how many fibers. Yes. So the trigeminal has how many fibers? You do not know?
No.
Why?
Where from?
No,
Where should we know?
are you joking?
Do you know?
How many? No.
Yeah.
I know has the around the 2,500 the fibers from the only the motor part. But how many has the from the sensory part? I do not know. No. So, but this no, you do not know about this nerve. How many has the fibers? And this is the position of the abducens nerve. Yes, here, abducens. This is abducens. From this specimen, the abducens is not visible, but no, I see the position of the nucleus in the first part. This one is the abducens. Here, from the both sides. Here is the right. This is the left abducens. You see? This is this nerve, and this is this nerve. Yes. And the next one is the trigeminal.
Yeah.
The trigeminal. So here is visible the trigeminal nerve. Yes. Here. And this trigeminal, if you look here, this is the separately part. This is the motor part. And this part has a 2,500, yes, fibers. But no, you do not know. And this one is the sensory part of the trigeminal nerve. But you do not see the difference between this part you recognize the structure like the trigeminal nerve. And here is the facial nerve. Yes, here, facial nerve. This one is a vestibulocochlear nerve, and the rest I do not
Can
show
you show
you.
facial nerve again?
Yes,
Sorry.
this one.
Okay.
This one. Here you have the flocculus, yes, of
The
the flocculus of the cerebellum. So this one is like the fissure of the between the pontaneoflocculi fissure. So this is the localizate where is the facial nerve. Yes, and
Glossopharyngeal.
glossopharyngeal. I show you here the glossopharyngeal nerve, and this nerve is of course visible here, where it goes through the basal aspect of the cranium. So here you have the once again the trigeminal. This is the oculomotor trochlear trigeminal abducens. Here you have the internal acoustic meatus. So this one is the facial and vestibulocochlearis, and here is a foramen from the jugular foramen. Yes, so here you have the glossopharyngeal, now is a vagus, and here accessory nerves. But here you do not see the difference between these three muscle nerves, so you choose which nerve pass here, you give me the answer. Yes, and the nerves, here is a space where goes which nerve, and the hypoglossal nerve. Yes, and the hypoglossal nerve is visible maybe from the canaverse, but I don't know, maybe from this is visible.
What time is it?
Now is, you see, and this is the hypoglossal nerve. It goes from the Pirogov and the Blacklar triangle. Yes.
But do you mark that?
Like this? No, the separately larynx, I think. Yes?
And then the superior sagittal sinus.
From this canaverse here. Superior sagittal sinus. From this here. Yes? And through the superior sagittal sinus open the arachnoid granulations. So you have here the inferior sagittal sinus. Now is here, or the falx cerebri you have from your list. I remember this is the falx cerebri now, and the inferior sagittal sinus. The inferior sagittal sinus here receive which vein? The Galen vein, yes, great cerebral vein, and joint here fused forms the rectus or the straight sinus. And this sinus go here where we have the confluence of the sinuses. Yes, and the confluence sinus pass here. You see this one is which sinus? The transversalis sinus, and is continued to the sigmoid sinus. Here is which sinus is visible here? This superior petrosal sinus. Yes, and of course where I mark like this is which sinus? Cavernous sinus. So maybe I marked like this, or I put the pin like this. Cavernous sinus. I think this is the better, because here where I mark like this, you have the two answer. This is like the the diaphragmatic sella, or the cavernous sinus. Here you do not have the problems. This is only the cavernous sinus. And the duplicating later, yes. So this one is the diaphragmatic sella, visible here. This is the tentorium cerebelli, yes. Falx cerebrum and the falx cerebelli is visible here. So this pin now marked to answer correctly the occipital sinus or the falx cerebelli, yes. And what do we have more?
Superior sphenoparietal sinus.